by Alejandro Rosas. One early morning in the heart of the cornfield, Alejandro and his brother, Kiko, were tending to the chickens who were scratching seeds out for food, when suddenly a rapid flapping of wings caught their attention. Two chickens fought it out in a whirlwind of dust and feathers. "Look at the rooster fight!" Kiko exclaimed, pointing excitedly at one of the chickens. "Why, if I had a rooster like that, I could get rich in the cockpits." Alejandro suggested that they catch it, but Kiko chose to go alone as he slowly approached the busy battling birds. With a swift bounce, he emerged victorious, holding the chicken triumphantly. Alejandro, scrutinizing the fowl, pronounced, "Aba! It's a hen!" "What is the matter with you? Is the heat making you sick?" Kiko questions in disbelief, as he was sure that it was a rooster. Alejandro, unconvinced, shook his head. "No, look at its head. It has no comb or wattles." "No comb or wattles? Who cares about its comb or wattles? Didn't you see it fight?" Kiko countered. "Yeah, I saw it fight, but I still say that it is a hen," Alejandro answered. The brothers' debate continued, spilling over into lunch, prompting their mother's intervention. "How many times must father tell you boys not to argue during lunch? What is it about this time?" As they explained, she ventured outside to inspect the chicken. "It's a binabae, a rooster that looks like a hen," she concluded. However, father, who also went outside to take a closer look, disagreed. "It is a hen that looks like a rooster." He spoke with his experience of handling cockfights ever since he was a boy. Amidst their parents' arguments, Kiko proposed seeking the wisdom of the Nienteng Tasha, the elderly village chief who was also the barrio philosopher, renowned for his strange views and even stranger reasoning. The brothers, with their chicken in tow, approached the chief, hoping for a resolution. "The Nienteng Tasha, is this chicken a male or a female?" "That is a question that should concern only another chicken," the Nienteng Tasha replied in a cryptic manner. Undeterred, Kiko persisted. "Just say yes or no. Is this a rooster?" "It does not look like any rooster that I've ever seen," the chief remarked. "So, it's a hen then?" Alejandro asked. "It does not look like any hen that I've ever seen either." "No, that could not be a chicken. Perhaps it is a bird of some other kind," the chief claimed boldly. "Oh, what's the use?" Kiko blurted out in frustration. The brothers left, contemplating another solution. Suddenly, Kiko snapped. "I know. Let's go to town and see Mr. Cruz. He would know." In the nearby town of Alcala, they found Mr. Eduardo Cruz, a poultry expert who owned and operated the largest poultry business in town. Presenting their chicken to him, they hoped to put an end to the debate once more. I don't know. I couldn't tell in one look. I've never run across a biddy like this before." He then suggested to inspect the feathers on the chicken's back. "If the ends of the feathers are round, then it is a she. If they are pointed, then it is a he." The trio then closely examined the feathers on the chicken's back, only to realize that it had both round and pointed feathers. It was here that they were met with an impasse. Mr. Cruz then proposed the drastic measure of killing the chicken for an even closer look, a proposal proposal that was immediately rejected by Kiko. So the brothers left and contemplated once again. Returning to the village, Kiko kept quiet as he was thinking. After a while, he broke his silence. But you agree that this is a rooster if it fights in the cockpits and it wins? If your rooster could fight in the cockpit and win, I would believe anything, Kiko answered. And with that, the final gambit was set in motion. That Sunday in the cockpit, Kiko chose an intimidating red rooster as the opponent. Alejandro recognized this animal, for it wasn't any normal rooster. It was a bird from Texas, a foreign one, renowned for its extraordinary history, with a background in cockfighting. Alejandro fervently warns Kiko of the red rooster's prowess. I don't care where it came from. My rooster will kill it, Kiko claimed with confidence. Alejandro, desperate, tries to persuade his brother once more. That red rooster is a killer. It has killed more chickens in the cholera. There's no rooster in this province that can take its gaff. But Kiko still wouldn't listen. And so, the match was made and the birds were ready for the killing. Sharp steel gaffs were applied to their left legs. The odds were heavily stacked against Kiko's head. As both birds were released into the center of the arena, the anticipation hung in the air. They circled each other once and began to face off. Alejandro feared that his brother's chicken would succumb to fright. However, the peculiar chicken would come to surprise everyone, as a love-struck expression suddenly appears in the red rooster's eyes, followed by a love dance. The crowd, who had bet on the Texan rooster, could only watch with their surprise, for it was evident that the mighty red rooster had hearts in its eyes instead of a focused glare. Seizing the moment, Kiko's chicken rushed at its love-struck adversary, burying its spurs into its breast in one swift lunge. It was super effective. And just like that, as the dust clouds settled, the fight was over. Chopper! Chopper! Fixed fight! The crowd erupted in anger. Fleeing the enraged rioting mob, the brothers escaped through the coconut groves, fleeing, panting, and victorious. Now do you believe that this is a rooster? Kiko muttered between breaths. Yes, Alejandro answered, relieved that the argument had finally reached its conclusion. Yet, the peculiar chicken had one last surprise up its sleeve. As it started to quiver, something warm dropped onto Alejandro's hand. The chicken cackled in laughter. Looking down, he saw something that would confirm his suspicions from the start. An egg!